The dialogue examines G77 plus China's role in advocating for a new international economic order supporting debt cancellation in Global South countries.
We cannot talk about loss and damage. We cannot talk about adaptation and not talk about the root cause of the climate crisis. When you find yourself in a ditch, the first rule is to stop digging. And in the case of the climate crisis, it is to stop all new fossil fuels. So we need the G77 to push for a phase out of all fossil fuels, and that is coal, oil and gas, and to push for a just transition that leaves no one behind.
With climate change threatening Global South economies, the dialogue addresses the compounding impact of the existing debt crisis on public services.
So these are some of the things that we are passing on to the G77 leaders, a very strong group and a very powerful group, which has most of our leaders, that as they sit, they should put this at the top of the discussion. Global issues like financial imperialism, climate change, wars and conflicts, which partly contribute to some of the challenges we are facing from Global South countries. So we want them to come up with a very strong voice as they discuss, to see that they can front these issues at the UN, where they have the power and capacity to influence global affairs.
Outcomes from the dialogue will be compiled into a document representing Debt for Climate, Uganda's global position, to be presented to G77 leaders.
These G77 countries, all countries that subscribe to it, do have a very vital and a very pivotal role that they do play in terms of that debt cancellation, something that has brought us here today to see how best we can front our agenda as the youth, as the young people of this nation.
Debt for Climate urges G77 plus China member countries to unite in pushing for debt cancellation to revive the 1974 new international economic order. They are utilizing G77 plus China summit to suggest climate change solutions and collective action in addressing climate change and the Global South debt crisis.